Sceptile, the forest Pokémon, a grass type first discovered in the Hoenn region. Being the final evolution to the region's regulated grass-type starter Pokemon Treecko, Sceptile is a popular pick for many beginning trainers. This Pokemon can be best described as a jungle assassin, jumping from tree to strike down prey with the razor-sharp leaf blades growing out of its arms. When it's not on the hunt though, it spends its time nurturing the fauna of its home, using the nutrients stored in the seeds on its back to revive trees and help them grow. I guess you can call it a sort of symbiotic relationship. Sceptile takes care of the trees so that they may provide cover for it to get the jump on prey. Whether it's in the jungle or even the arena of Pokémon Unite, the last place you want to be is in a Sceptile's territory. Let's see just how dangerous it can be. For this moveset, I see Sceptile best suited to the Speedster role, able to move around the map with ease to deal some quick damage and get some easy points. It starts matches as Treecko, then evolves into Grovyle at level 4, then finally Sceptile at level 8. Its ability can be Unburden, which will have two effects, one that it has from the start and one that will only activate once it fully evolves. The first part of Unburden makes it so that Sceptile will gain a movement speed increase whenever it uses its battle item, and it keeps this buff for the whole duration of its battle item's cooldown. Then once it fully evolves, it'll start unburdening itself of the seeds on its body. When you use Sceptile's boosted attack or other certain moves on opponents, it'll put layers of seeds on them, able to place up to 5 stacks of seeds on each opposing Pokemon. You can tell a Pokemon is seeded by the seeds that float around their body, and you'll know that they have a full 5 stacks when those seeds glow. There's only 3 ways for opponents to get the seeds off. They have to get hit by certain moves from Sceptile, which isn't that ideal for them. They fall off if the seeded Pokemon is knocked out, which is even less ideal. And they come off 1 seed stack per health regeneration while standing in one of their team's bases, which is clearly the best way to go. But that's only if you have 4 stacks or less. If you have a full 5, not even stepping into a base will get rid of them. Only the home base will be able to do so at that point. The home base, though, will remove all seeds at once, so there is that. Now, you've probably been wondering for a bit what these seeds even do. Your question and more will be answered once I start going over Sceptile's attacks. Sceptile can be a physical melee attacker, having a boosted attack that lowers enemy movement speed if it connects, and once fully evolved, will also place a seed stack onto opponents. For one of its starting moves as Treecko, it could use Mega Drain. This allows Treecko to auto-target a single foe and drain the energy from them, healing itself while also pulling the target closer at the same time. A decent early game move that makes it harder for opponents to disengage and allows Treecko to last a little longer in fights. Though if you feel like you need to disengage from fights yourself, that's what its other move is for: Detect. Using this has Treecko leap forward and land on all 4s to crawl around. It's completely invincible to all attacks during the leap, and while it crawls, it moves around faster, and it can keep crawling indefinitely until you use any other attack aside from Detect. This is pretty much the perfect early game ganking tool, allowing you to jump in, put in some work, then get out with little to no worry. Level 5 as Grovyle will be when you'll be able to replace Mega Drain with its first option of moves. The first choice can be Leaf Blade. This allows you to auto-target an opponent and dash straight through them with a bladed strike, guaranteeing quick damage while also repositioning yourself. You're also able to hold a maximum of 3 charges of Leaf Blade in reserve, allowing you to use it in quick succession. This is also the first move that takes advantage of the seed stacks after you're fully evolved. Using Leaf Blade on a seeded opponent causes it to deal more damage. The more seeds they have, the more damage it deals, as well as giving it a higher crit chance when covered with a lot of seeds. However, landing Leaf Blade onto opponents will remove any seed stacks that they had. And when Leaf Blade is upgraded at level 11, it can now hold a max of 4 charges in reserve, and it now gains the added benefit of recharging faster when you hit seeded opponents with it. The more seeds they have, the lower Leaf Blade's cooldown will be, and if you hit a foe with 5 stacks, it automatically grants Sceptile a whole new Leaf Blade charge. But if you're less of a quick rapid strike kind of trainer, and more of a huge concentrated destroy everything in sight kind of trainer, then Solar Blade is the move for you. This has Sceptile start charging its arm blades with solar energy, then after the startup, swings its arm from low to high to unleash a powerful vertical slash ahead of itself. Solar Blade has incredible range and deals insane damage in one shot, making it an excellent burst option. The only real thing that holds it back is that charging startup as Sceptile takes in sunlight, but that can easily be averted thanks to the seeds. When seed-stacked opponents are within Sceptile's detection range, Solar Blade will charge up faster. The more seed stacks there are, the less startup the move will have. But hitting opponents with Solar Blade will remove any seed stacks they have, so you do need to be careful and plan accordingly if you want to try using Solar Blade more than once per fight. Though this all becomes less of an issue when the move is upgraded at level 11. Reaching that upgrade now turns Sceptile unstoppable while it absorbs sunlight, so once it starts Solar Blade, it can't be interrupted. On top of that, seed stacks being in the area now also automatically reduces Solar Blade's cooldown by half a second per stack. So seed stacks allow Solar Blade to be much more spammable, but the more you land it, the slower it becomes. So again, you'll need to think carefully about how you'd like to engage. Do you want to try and hit all opponents at once, or try and hit them one at a time so you can use it more often? It all depends on how you think it's best to handle the current situation. Now, once you become Sceptile at level 8, that's when you can finally replace Detect. The first move that can do so could be Acrobatics. This has Sceptile do an acrobatic leap forward. It deals no damage at all, but Sceptile is both invincible and unstoppable during the leap, making it another great disengaging tool. And while it deals no damage, leaping over foes will cause seeds to fall off of Sceptile's back and stick to them. Each acrobatics usage lays a single stack of seeds per foe leapt over. While it can only place a single stack per foe, a single use of acrobatics can place stacks on multiple foes at once. It really shouldn't be much of a problem though, since you can hold up to 4 uses of acrobatics in reserve, making it another move that can be used in quick succession. Add to the fact that the move's cooldown is halved while Unburden is active, you'll be flipping and dipping all over the opposition, laying enough seeds around to grow a whole new forest. Even more so once the move is upgraded at level 12, which grants you 2 additional charges to hold in reserve, now allowing you to hold a maximum of 6 acrobatics charges in total. Now, high mobility is great and all, but maybe extra damage might be more your speed. In that case, the other level 8 move is the one for you, Breaking Swipe. This has Sceptile spin to swing its tail forward in a wide arc. All opposing Pokemon hit by it will not only take damage, but their attack stat will be lowered, and they'll also be pushed away. And if they're pushed into a wall, they'll be briefly stunned for a bit. All Pokemon hit by Breaking Swipe will also each get 2 stacks of seeds put on them, though this changes to 3 once you upgrade the move at level 12. Upgrading Breaking Swipe also makes it so that Pokemon hit by the move will have their basic attack speed slowed down. So while Breaking Swipe doesn't have the mobility that Acrobatics offers, it's much better for weakening the opposition as well as displacing them. Overall, the diverse playstyle options that this moveset offers for Sceptile really boils down to your personal preference. Do you want to zip across the map? Do you want to deal huge damage? Or maybe you want to do a mix of both? Regardless of what you pick, this ravaging reptile would easily pick up the slack in any team fight, catching opponents off guard to easily tilt the playing field in your favor. For Sceptile's Unite move, acquired at level 9, I call it Tropical Frenzy. This has Sceptile grow a large patch of roots in any designated spot within range, tangling all opposing Pokemon within the area of effect, preventing them from being able to move. As soon as the roots are grown, Sceptile immediately starts slicing through them Ragnarok style, zipping around to deal damage to all opponents within the roots, then ends it all with one massive strike that cuts all of the roots at once, which will set the injured foes free. The rapid slicing strikes will hurt all Pokemon within the roots, not just those who were initially trapped by them. Other Pokemon who were pushed, or for whatever reason simply wandered into the area of effect, will also take damage. That said, Pokemon not initially tangled by the roots are able to walk out of it. I should also mention that this Unite move doesn't actually deal a whole lot of damage. Its real strengths come from holding foes in place, as well as what it allows Sceptile to do after it concludes. All Pokemon who are hit by the final strike of the frenzy will each be covered with 5 layers of seeds, allowing Sceptile to follow up its Unite move with even more powerful attacks. And that does it for What If Sceptile was in Pokémon Unite. So, if you have any Holowear ideas for Sceptile, any of the previous Pokemon that I've made Unite movesets for, or even any Pokemon currently playable in Unite, share your ideas in the comments. Or if you want to make artwork for your ideas, share that with me as well on Twitter with the hashtag WhatIfUnite. I'd love to see them, and I'd be more than happy to show off your art in the next episode, though please be sure to put your signature on them. In which case, if you enjoyed what you saw and would like to see even more Pokemon be given possible Unite movesets, be sure to subscribe. Also, be sure to go check out Krashy's channel. He's been a big help in developing these movesets, and he's great with helping others improve their skills at Pokemon Unite. So definitely look him up if you want to increase your win rate. And if you want to support my channel, you can click the join button either below the video, the one on my main page, or the link in the description to become a sponsor for my channel. Doing so will get you access to my Discord server, channel emotes, and so much more. And of course, if you have a Pokemon that you'd like to see be given a possible Unite moveset, leave a comment down below or contact me on Twitter at BrawlFan1 on Twit. I hope you all enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching!